Hello fellow gamers, and I'm playing Fortnite Save The World, and I thought I'd do another video on my what items I've got. I've already done a video on the resources. In this video I'm going to be doing a video on all the heroes that I have in the game. Firstly I just have to recycle a load of these. I've just got all these survivors plus 2 purples, I don't know, remember which ones, from doing expeditions, so I'm just going to retire all of them. There we go, we get 10,500 survivor XP and 14 training manuals. Of course I haven't actually got 5 to transform into another one, so you're probably wondering what heroes I've got. What day are we on? We are on day 211, and this is what we have. Quite a few. As the thumbnail says, I've got 199 heroes in total. I couldn't believe it when I counted them up, and I had that many. I was like, oh my god, I've got a few. So I've got 11 mythics, 68 legendary, 84 epics and 36 rare. 20 of them are 130. Let's put it on rarity, actually put it on level. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yep, 20 level 130 heroes. You're probably wondering why I've got so many epics and rares as well. I'll just ignore him because he's an extra one that I actually got him from doing a mission. He was one of the mission rewards, just a normal everyday mission, and I got hotfixer hazard, so I'll either retire him or I will use him to transform into something else. If I put it on name, it's going to make more sense why I have all these different heroes of all the different rarities. What I wanted to do is I wanted one of each hero, like at least one be legendary. If there is a second one, it'd be epic, and if there's a third one, it'd be blue rare. Some of them I've only got 2, so I will obviously have a legendary and also an epic. When I send off my heroes on expeditions, I'm still using some of my mythics and legendaries. What I wanted to be doing is just sending off my epic heroes once I've obviously upgraded them and evolved them, and also my blue heroes maybe. I don't know yet. I might end up getting rid of my all my rare heroes. I haven't quite decided. I'm not going to do it until I'm 100% sure I want to get rid of them, because once you've got rid of them you can't get them back. And also another reason, the reason I wanted to just like keep my mythics and my legendaries for just gameplay wise is for the actual bonuses. You see this one here from Carbide. It's got the grizzled veteran squad bonus, increases the duration of Teddy by 5 seconds. Survivalist, that's very handy. I usually have that one with my outlanders sometimes, where you can actually recover health. I've been through them all, and I believe she is the only one that has that tactical squad bonus that I found so far. So that's probably why she's, if you ever get Ramirez, keep her, the mythic one, because that perk there, it's well worth it. Plus the assault rifle damage by 24%, but I usually use Wukong for that, because he does 24%. Where is he? There, yeah, 24%. So as you can see, all the different heroes have all different support squad bonus and also tactical squad bonus. Some of these I will use, some of them I won't, like that one for Ragnarok. Decoy periodically damages enemies within the attraction radius. If I ever do use a constructor, I will have him slotted in my tactical squad bonus, so that the decoy does damage to enemies pretty much. I think there's another one, maybe two of my heroes that have that same perk. And Raven, explosive rounds. Killing 10 enemies with a ranged weapon deals 9,854.1 damage in a 1-tile radius. So that's a handy one to have, maybe to slot with a soldier. The Urban Assault Headhunter or Sledgehammer would be ideal for slotting that in with. Some of these, yeah, I'm not going to probably use some of these squad bonuses. See, that one's got decoy stun as a tactical squad bonus. Increases all ability damage by 10%. Eagle Eye increases critical rating with pistols by 8. I'm sure I've got another one somewhere that does the same thing, but it might be in a different slot, or it does more critical damage. I don't know, I'll have to have a look. Increased harvesting tool damage by 24%, so that could apply to pretty much any hero really. But I do use her for farming, so that's why I don't use her as the in the support squad. Increases the duration of Teddy by 5 seconds, same as Carbide up here. Cluster Bomb releases 6 cluster explosions around the impact site that will do 12.5% damage of the original damage. Cannot stack with Cluster Bomb hero perk. Now this hero is ideal for putting in the squad bonus if you've got the Urban Assault Sledgehammer or Urban Assault Headhunter, because they only have 1 grenade. But if you slot this hero in the tactical squad bonus, you will get 6 grenades. Not quite as good as Ramirez. She gets 5 grenades, and all her grenades are cluster grenades anyway. So I tend to use her more than the Urban Assault Sledgehammer, but he does have a faster fire rate on his weapons, so that's what makes him pretty good. Melee kills increase movement speed by 30% for 3 seconds. That would be ideal for a ninja character if you prefer playing ninjas. Increases energy damage by 20%. Teddy now fires eye beams that deal 22 base energy damage. So yeah, there's some decent squad bonuses. So you want to spend some time actually before you get rid of any of your heroes. Make sure you go through and check that you're not going to be able to use any of these squad bonuses. It's not too bad if you put them in the collection book, because you can always pay 20 V-Bucks to get them out again. But if you recycle them or transform them into something else, you get nothing. Tough Traps increases trap durability by 25%. And also Machinist Thora has that. So if you slotted her in with Machinist Harper, I don't remember what the percentage is offhand without adding it all up. Oh, I've gone off it now. But she'll do a certain amount of trap damage and trap durability. Yeah, trap durability there's number 15, Tough Traps by 25%. If you slotted, I'm sure it's actually more than that in total, but if you slotted Machinist Thora in with Machinist Harper, you get another 25% trap durability on top. That makes 50% trap durability. That's a huge amount. Plasma grenades. I usually use Miss Bunny Penny for when I'm using my Ramirez, my mythic Ramirez, because it does, the grenades do affliction damage, an extra 8% energy damage for half a second for 3 seconds. Also, the new shielded husks have that like shielded dome over them. These plasma grenades tend to destroy that shield, so that's why I would equip her over a different hero. Pathfinder Jess increases harvesting tool damage by 24%. See that regenerate structures attacked. Yeah, I'm not going to really use a constructor much, I don't think. 6% extra chance to find double loot. Now if you use this Jess here, she has a, I think it's 12% chance to find double loot. If you slot in Recon Scout Eagle Eye, that adds an extra 6% chance to find double loot. That's 18% chance to find double loot. So like I said, you go through all your heroes, make sure you don't get rid of any that have these, because some of these perks are really good. So that one triggers an AoE blast when your shield breaks. Improved headshots, increases headshot damage multiplier of ranged weapons by 27%. See, you could slot him along with maybe Wukong or someone like that, and then you get the well, your assault weapons are just going to be lethal to anything that comes within range. And that reduces the cost of buildings by 10%, so you could basically get to cheaper building costs even if you don't have a constructor, because the constructor's standard setting is it reduces the cost of buildings by 10%. Or if you had a constructor and you slotted this hero, it would reduce it by 20%. See, very handy tips. Another one, improved headshots. So another one that does the decoy damage, and it increases pistol critical hit damage by 70%. Now you could slot that hero with the new Rio, because she does she's good with pistols. Gives 14% damage resistance. Regenerate energy 24% more quickly. Here we go. Assault critical damage increases assault weapon critical hit damage by 54%. So that's quite a bit. That would be good for soldiers, but I need to actually upgrade her to a 130 to make use of that, and I'll explain why in a bit. Ammo recovery. Damaging an enemy with an assault weapon has a 16% chance to generate 1 ammo for the equipped weapon. So that would be handy if you've got a fast firing weapon, a machine gun or a machine pistol, or something along those lines that eats through the ammo. You could slot that hero to make use of that tactical squad bonus. You usually have to unlock upgrade and evolve your heroes to 2-star to actually be able to use these perks as well. I thought I would just mention that. Increase max grenade ammo by 2, does not stack with perk. I have tried it with Ramirez. Sadly she only does get the 5 grenades, she doesn't get an extra 2, but I thought I would try it out just in case, because it would have been nice to have 7 grenades. Increases critical rating with shotguns by 13. Fast build, ideal if you're a constructor. Increases building's construction speed by 18%. Increases energy damage by 15%. And bear stare. Teddy now fires eye beams that deal 22 base energy damage. That's the same as one of the other heroes I had. So some of these squad bonuses will be the same on a few of my heroes. Shockwave grants 40% damage resistance for 6 seconds. You need a soldiery primary hero for that. I'll just flick through these. I won't actually read out everything, just the interesting ones. Improved headshots. Now I've got my Wraith set up so it does let's just say 2 of the perks are headshot damage and 1 of the perk is critical damage, and it also has the last perk which is related to headshot damage as well. So yeah, if you had her slotted in, she would make the Wraith really lethal. It's already lethal, but it should make it even more lethal if you slide that hero in one of your squad bonus slots. And of course Jonesy as well does the 54% increase in assault weapon critical hit damage. Ideal if you've got a ninja that you use swords with. Another one gives an extra couple of grenades. I could have got the rare Halloween ninja or him in the birthday llama, and I chose him instead of her. I wish I'd have chose her, but hey ho. It was a choice between one of them. The 2 of them, and I wanted both of them. I could only have one, so I chose him. Increases sword, axe and scythe critical damage by 53%. That would be ideal if you slot her with the there we go, Harvester Fiona, because she does scythe damage as it is, and it number 5 there, increases damage of all swords, axes and scythes by 24%. Now you slot her in as well, and adds the critical damage an extra 53%. Oh, it doesn't reduce the cost much, 4%. But you could use a 10% one and a 4%, and yeah, that would reduce building cost by 24%. Blimey. So I suppose if you could slot that one. Increases blunt melee damage by 12%. Another ammo recovery. See there it says unlock at 2, so I have to get him up to level 58. That's what I'm working on at the moment, trying to get all of my legendary heroes up a bit, but as you know it takes time. It costs 400,000 hero XP to upgrade one hero to level 130. I have done a video on that a little while ago, so if you haven't seen it, then why not check it out. It also tells you all the different, like pure drops of rain and storm shards, Eye of the Storm and lightning in a bottle and what have you, how much it costs to level one hero up to level 130 in that video as well. Increases ammo capacity of all weapons by 10%. Ideal if you've got like a machine gun or something like that that's got high ammo capacity anyway. It's just going to make it even bigger. There's another one there that does the cluster bomb. %35% critical damage to sniper rifles. So that's quite a bit if you prefer to use your sniper rifles. increases the duration of shock tower by 2 seconds if placed with a charge fragment. Pistol damage by 12%, so you can slot her with the Rio as well. Critical rating with shotguns by 8. Oh, another one that does decoy damage. But again, now I have to get him up to 2-star, which is level 58. Before that will unlock. She only does 12% assault weapon damage. So if you don't have a hero that does the 24%, then she would make a good alternative just to give you a bit of extra firepower. And fleet increases movement speed by 6%. So yeah, once I'm working on these at the minute. It takes a long time to level them up to 130, and it costs so much as well. So I really need to grind more on the hero XP missions. Got my Pathfinder Jess. That's the highest one I've got in the epics. Power level 93, and I have chucked a bit of little bit of XP, hero XP into some of these, because like I said, I try and send off the epics and the rares on the expeditions. Let me just have a look. I might be able to, like I said, get rid of all my rare heroes once I've leveled up all my legendaries. I should have more than enough to actually be able to send these off on the old expeditions. I don't really want to do Tiny Titanic. It's not worth it for the reward, and that's only 3 slots yet, so I haven't got enough. See, there's only a 58% chance. That's too low for me, so it's not worth risking sending them heroes off. So as I say, with Ramirez, a mythic, I usually use Wukong, increases assault weapon damage by 24%, and Miss Bunny Penny with the old plasma grenades, which do affliction damage. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash that like button. I might be doing another one in this series, just depending on how popular these videos are. If you're new to my channel, then why not subscribe, hit the bell notification symbol, and you will be notified when I publish new videos on YouTube. If you would like to help out my channel, then you can share my videos on social media. If you'd like to help out my channel financially, then you can pledge from $1 a month on my Patreon. The link to my Patreon is in the description of all of my YouTube videos. And if enough people can help me out, then I will be able to upgrade my broadband and do live streaming. Because for the past 6 years, since 2012, I haven't had an income. I've got arthritis in my neck, and I don't get any financial help from the UK government because my girlfriend works full-time. Yeah, it's a crazy world we live in. Many thanks for watching, and we shall see you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now.